Welcome to week 5 for Introduction to Computer Programming. We're going to start a weekly check-in and make sure that you are accessing whatever you need for this course and understand the requirements for the remainder of our continuous learning model as we finish the year out. So I want to do a quick recap since we're in week 5 of what we've done in the past for this class. At this point, you should have completed and turned in the Catch the Dots game in Scratch under assignments in the Microsoft Teams, as well as Flappy Parrot in Scratch and a full Scratch game. All of this can be found under assignments in Microsoft Teams with the requirements as well as additional materials to help you complete the assignments. Once you've completed those 3 assignments in Scratch, you're going to move into learning how to code Python. What we're using is a program called Adhesive. Essentially, it's an online course that is created by Amazon.com and is aligned to what they are looking for in programmers once they hire them. And it's a great curriculum, it's totally laid out, and it has practice problems and all those kinds of things that you would need to really practice and learn how to code Python. So what you'll need to do is create an account for Adhesive, and then you should have already completed Unit 1 in that Adhesive course if you're on track with me. This week, if you're on track with me, you should be completing lessons 1 through 5 in Unit 2 of Adhesive for Python. And then now, starting this week, we will be doing a required weekly check-in to make sure that you are getting what you need and continuing to learn. So really quickly, I want to make sure that you're able to connect to Adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and show how to do that real quick. And then I'm going to also go through a couple other things that you'll need for the course. So to get into Adhesive, you just go to adhesive.com. And once you're in adhesive.com, if you haven't already done so, you can click sign up in the top right corner. And in that, you would then sign up as a student or a learner, and you would be able to create your account. I suggest using your school information, school email, and password. That way you don't forget it. And then in our Microsoft Teams course, we have the account code that it will ask you for at the end. Once you're in Adhesive, it should look something like this, where you've got your dashboard which shows your courses, and you can see your courses here. You probably only have one. I have a lot. And so we've got our course, which is Term 1, 5BE 311. And when you're in there, it starts you in the course, gives you an overview on the home page, and you can hit Get Started. That will also take you to the same page as clicking Modules on the left, and you can see that you can begin completing information and course work. So you've got the Welcome to the Course. It's quick, easy to go through, and then you have got Unit 1. It's important to note that each unit will not unlock until the previous prerequisite unit has been completed. So you can see here it says prerequisite is welcome to the course. So you have to complete this whole unit, if you can call that a unit, to then move into Unit 1. You can also see that there are lessons and practices through here, as well as some questions and just some self-checks to make sure you know what you need to know, quizzes, and as well as a test and your final assignment in that unit for silly sentences. And that should have already been completed. And then this week we're working on Unit 1, or Unit 2, and we're working on lessons 1 through 5, I do believe I said. Yes, 1 through 5, and we are going to be going through, and that's 2.5 right here, and then you should be able to create or do the rest of the unit next week. I think when you're in here, what's important to note is that there are lots of videos and practice, but they give you the slides if you just want to look at the slides. But when you're watching the videos, you can hit these settings on these videos and you can speed them up. So I know that the gal kind of talks a little slow. You can speed her up to 1.5 times or 2 times, and that usually helps. I've had lots of students do that. And I know there's lots of videos in this first unit, but they get shorter and less frequent as you move through the modules, because the first module is just about getting you integrated into more computer science. Quite a bit of it is review from class because we went over that together. So just wanted to make sure you knew that piece. And then we are going to be requiring a new weekly check-in. This is going to be a form that's posted in Microsoft Teams each week. So make sure you're in the correct channel and completing the correct check-in. And you should be doing that form every week to let me know, and it will be required for me to keep in contact with you. And then lastly, I just want to make sure everyone's able to navigate through MS Teams. So I'm going to show that real quick again. So when you're in Microsoft Teams, you are looking at your teams here in the thumbnail version. You can click on our team and you'll be brought to the General tab. The General tab, again, is for me to be able to give you announcements and for you to talk about general information. So you can see in the past I've been posting these overviews each week, not only to the channel about that week, but also on the General tab. And I am also including a video like this in every single week, giving you tips and tricks and how to find things. And if you're not watching those videos, you should be. They're not very long. And you can see like this one's 5 minutes. The one I'm currently recording is probably going to be about 8 to 9 minutes. Quick, easy, and you know what you need to get done. We're also hosting a social night every Thursday for CTE that you can see, and I'll be posting about that again here shortly, which you can join us to just do some social activities online. So you can see that's all on the General tab. You also have each week separated out here, so if you haven't done stuff, you can go back and see the different weeks. It's important to note that as you move through the weeks, these tabs up at the top are going to change because each week has the tabs that are associated with that week. So you can see here I've got new tabs popping up and so on and so forth. If you scroll up, you'll see stuff specific for just that week. So you can see back here, I've got projects and other things you need. I think it's important to note also that if you're wanting to communicate with me, you can communicate with me on these channels, but you should be communicating with me in the chat, because if you go to chat, you can create a message just to me and be able to chat with just me. So inside Teams, we're currently in RL week 5. You can see I'm about to post a weekly 5 overview with this video, and I have previous information as well as posting more. And that's how you can navigate MS Teams when you're looking for information. I think it's also important to note that all assignments for this course are going to be viewable in assignments over here. So you can go to assignments, and then if you need to, you can choose this course, and you will see assignments for this class. And you'll be able to see what's there. So you can click on each assignment, view the information about it, and be able to turn in more information. So there's sometimes reference materials and those kinds of things. So if you're needing anything, please don't hesitate to contact me. I just want to make sure everybody has what they need. I know all your other classes are in Google Classroom, and migrating over to MS Teams hasn't been super easy, but I think it's really important because it really helps me be able to connect with you and be able to do chats and screen shares and those kinds of things to help students. I've helped multiple students using the screen share option. So please be checking Microsoft Teams every day in addition to Google Classroom, and let me know if you need anything. I hope you have a fantastic week.